Recently, we've got into Monopoly again.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh my word.
Monopoly's fantastic.
It gets full on. You know, there's some real passion.
Yeah, yeah.
So, tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Really? What kind of coffee?
At the moment, I'm on espressos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is it just the taste, or is it because you need that little bit of a...
I'm trying to lose weight.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to slim down and get into... I don't want an uncle belly for the wedding. I've got a wedding coming up in a couple of weeks.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
okay, fine. All right,
so,
good
yeah.
stuff. Beach holiday or city break?
Beach holiday.
Yeah, okay. Cats or dogs?
Neither. Neither.
Not an animal person.
No.
Netflix binge watch or a board game?
I like to do both. I would say Netflix binge watch.
Netflix.
But if it's with the kids, I'd do a board game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, we've got into Monopoly again.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh my word.
Monopoly's fantastic.
It gets full on. You know, there's some real passion.
yeah. I think Kangaroo's a bit too young for that at the moment. But
Okay.
Yeah, give it a year or so.
All right. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Pineapple on your pizza?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't mind that twang?
No.
Early bird or night owl?
Recently early bird, but I can do night owl as well.
Okay. I can't do the nights anymore.
Can you not?
Historically, obviously,
Yeah,
being in the DJ world and all of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely nights. But like now, I'm lightweight. I can't do it.
No, Christmas time. My friend has a birthday, so 27th we go down there. We have all the retailers get together, for his birthday. So we went down to London, got in at 4 o'clock, back into a hotel. Woke up at 8 o'clock, body clock as it is. And I'm back on the motorway, flying back up. But don't get me wrong, 2 o'clock I was flagging. I got back into the shop and I'm serving and I'm flagging at the till. So yeah. Can do both.
Fair enough. Good stuff. Concert or comedy show?
Concert, 100% concert.
Yeah. Did you see Diljit when he came?
I see Diljit every time he's been.
Really?
Yeah. Last time I took my daughter, we were really close to the front. Fantastic daddy-daughter moment. Just me and her. There's videos of us dancing together on stage while he's on stage and he's in the background. And we saw him hug his mother.
Oh, how sweet.
That was cute. That was really, glad I was there.
Yeah.
Glad I was there moment. Yeah.
Awesome.
Also seen Prince 6 times.
No way.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Big fan of Prince. Big fan of Prince. Everybody knows that. Who's watching this?
Okay. Do you? We'll go into that a bit later. Winter snow or summer sun?
Summer sun.
Yeah.
Loving the heat.
You don't like the cold?
No. Business-wise, any extreme weather is fine.
Okay.
When it's snowing, when we got the beast from the east, sales fly up. Because nobody can get off the estate. Captive audience. And when it's hot, we've got cold fridges running. We're busy. Yeah. So either, but I'm a sun fan.
You're a sun fan. That's fine. Camping or 5-star hotel?
5-star hotel. I can't do camping. I've done glamping, but not camping.
Texting or talking?
Texting. Yeah, texting. Yeah.
Sometimes talking is just.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of my voice, so I don't know how I've done this, but yeah.
Well, I'm honoured then and delighted.
Yes, you are.
It's a funny thing that we coach. Obviously, being in the business of video, we're dealing with so many different businesses, and where we position ourselves as opposed to getting actors or talent in, we work with the business owners or the team internally.
Yeah.
And the biggest challenge is, I don't want to see my face on camera. I don't like the way I sound. That's the challenge we get from businesses. And we say, well, at the end of the day, when you talk to a client or a prospect, you're about to get a deal over the line. You don't think about how you sound.
No.
You just get on with it. There's a deal to be done.
There's a deal to be done, yeah.
And for us, it's kind of coaching them and giving them the mindset that when you're in that frame of mind that there's someone there, it doesn't matter if you're selling, a can of Coke or it's a multi-million-pound deal.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're selling and what business you're in. When you got that customer in front of you and you're talking to them, you don't think twice about all of them things.
No.
About your voice and in what you look like. You're just in the frame of mind on helping that person buy.
Exactly.
They want something. You're not trying to sell it to them.
No.
You're trying to say, all right, do you want Coke or why don't you get a 6-pack and get more for the
save money?
Save money.
Yeah.
And And once you get that mindset, when you're in front of a camera, lights, in a studio space, it helps them actually refocus their energy to say, "Oh, right, okay, now I can do this one to many," just because the nature of social media.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do a lot of face videos for TikTok and my social media, and that's how my online presence has grown, and it's obviously helped my business. But it's taken a lot of confidence to be, to be happy with how I look and how I come across on there. But yeah, it just comes with practice.
So we'll get into that. But for everyone who's watching and listening, because they just probably don't know, what's the business and what do you do?
So yeah, we've got a shop in Batley. It's called Notay Convenience Stores. I've been actively running it for the last 25 years, but we've been established for 49, coming into our 50th year.
Wow. Yeah, big celebration next year.
Massive celebration plan, yes.
Awesome.
Yes, got to be done.
No problem.
It's only once in a lifetime moment, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Big 5-0, yeah. It's huge.
Yeah, fantastic. Quite proud of my business. It's only a small shop, but yeah, very, very proud of the roots and the legacy, what's behind it.
Fantastic. So tell us a bit about the shop, because again, a lot of people know about it. Is it off license paper shop?
It's a convenience store, off license convenience store. We used to sell papers, but they wasn't worth our while anymore, so we don't do papers anymore. And we do a lot of online deliveries as well. We deliver to our further up to 3 miles away from the store. That's how we've increased our business turnover. Over the last 3 years.
Brilliant. So the really interesting thing is, and I want to come up, I want to discuss some of the challenges. But the interesting thing is, and I want to focus on what you just touched on there with regards to online and offline. We were talking about that earlier on. So traditionally, you're bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
You're a shop. People come in. You get footfall. Yeah. You know what a store's all about. They come in, they buy what they want, and they're off.
Yeah.
But in 2025, the business is different with regards to
100%.
Amazon.
Yeah.
People click and collect.
Yeah.
You doing TikToks.
Yeah.
Tell me about how online is helping the offline, and tell me about some of them challenges.
So when you come into my shop, we have now the easiest way to say it is everybody sells Mars bars. Why would somebody come into my shop to pay a premium price for the Mars bar?
What do you mean premium? You charge more?
Yeah.
No way.
We do.
Awesome.
It's an impulse product.
Okay.
I believe that we should be charging minimum 40%. It's harder now because the price of the chocolates are going up. So we have to be a bit flexible on that. But yeah, minimum 40% on impulse projects, which is why we're still in business for 50 years. But the reason why do people come into my shop? Partly because there's no other shop in the area.
You've got unfair advantage there.
But the other thing is we've got the banter. It's how we come across to the customer. We've got customer service is key. My dad knows everybody in there. They knows them by first name. A customer is not just a number when they come into the store. And that's what we have to replicate on for our online customers. Now, online, Tesco's is coming in doing whoosh deliveries within half an hour now. Why would somebody come to my platform, order from me, and get it delivered at a premium
and pay more?
So we've got to compete there now as well. You see, the only way we compete is that we've got the with Notays. And this came to me. The value of my goodwill, the value of the name came to me when I opened my second store in an area that I wasn't familiar with.
Okay.
But a lot of people had moved into that area from my existing store.
Okay.
And that's where they knew the brand Notays. And they come in, we used to come into your shop. We know your granddad. We know your this. And we knew that. And that's how that shop really did well. And we continued the community feel there. And that's how the shop did well. Yeah, eventually we did lose money in that store, but that was for another reason.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How many shops do you have?
Just the one.
Just the one now?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So there's definitely a running theme with a lot of businesses I speak to that you can sell the same product. It doesn't matter if you're a car showroom. It doesn't matter if you're a shop. It doesn't matter if you're in the business that we're in.
Yeah.
That it's not about the product. The product's important and the price is important.
100%. Yeah.
But it's not the most important. It's probably second or third.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is most important is the service.
Yes.
And that's what I've seen and again in my previous business. So as you know, I used to DJ. We ran Dal Sonic for good 20 odd years. That business is still alive. I'm just not in it. My brother still runs that business.
And you're still doing well.
Yeah, it's still doing well. Thank you. It is up and down the country most weekends. But in my, I suppose, limelight was, we were out every weekend up and down the country. We got to Australia twice. We went to America, into Europe. And people used to just book us to perform at their weddings, which was absolutely amazing. But when we kind of try to distill that, why us? Because we would often ask that question, why us? Yeah, we were good. And there are a lot of other good people in that market. So it's not like, were we really that much better than everybody else? And I'd like to think, well, I don't know. It's hard for me to say from the inside.
Yeah. Different.
But what I do know, we as a team were good at was that customer service. Was whether it was on the phones or even on the day, meeting and greeting people, whether it was a couple, whether it was the parents or just family members.
Yeah.
Our element of it wasn't just business. It was someone's wedding day, and it's like we didn't want to just rock up in a t-shirt and raggy jeans. We wanted to be smart and look the part. We wanted to meet people on that same level of that celebratory kind of feeling, but have the same respect of how we are at home, how we meet your mom and dad, how I'd meet my grandparents with that family respect. And there was them cultural values that we carried with us that seemed to be overlooked by a lot of other people in the business. And I think, circle back to today and what you've just said, a lot of businesses, so we work with a dental firm, outfit up in Harrogate, and I says, we're doing a campaign for them, same kind of concept, video content, drives Facebook ads, we put some ad spend behind it, and we were talking about geo-targeting. What's the radius that we want to do our ad spend on? There's no point putting ad spend in London. No one's going to come from London all the way to Harrogate for some dental work. So he goes, so we put it at 20 miles, thinking that's a good radius from Harrogate. He says, no, extend it to 30 miles. I went 30, all the way from Sheffield. I go, someone really going to come from Sheffield all the way to Harrogate? He goes, someone has? I went, no way. He goes, the other day, a lady picked up the phone and she goes, I'm coming all the way from Sheffield just because of the phone etiquette. And I went, check that out.
It's important.
Well, it's super important, but it's also deteriorating at such a rapid speed in a lot of our business world. So I think it's so interesting that you say that, and I'm glad that you bring that point.
So when Grandad opened the shop, so obviously he was the first Sikh in the area. It was a big national front area, this, that, the other. It was quite difficult for him to do it. But the way he won people over, I think his altruism came into it, his Sikhi came into it, or the way he just was. Like I said, it was very 1970s. The times were quite tough for people, days of austerity, and he would run a tick book. So think about it. You've opened a business. You spent loads of money on the shop. You've done it all up. It was a derelict building. You've done it all up, and customers are coming to the shop, and you don't know them, and they're saying, "We'll pay for this when we get our benefits in next week." I think benefits used to be paid Tuesday weekly. And they used to, and he said, okay. And people some people never paid, don't get me wrong, but some people paid. Everybody used to pay. And that's how he built his trust. Coming back into the 2020 crisis, the lockdown, and people were losing their jobs and stuff, I sort of took that on where I thought, we're going to do the same. We're going to do the same, but we're not going to do it for alcohol or cigarettes. Or anything narcotic, only for essentials. If we get paid back, great. If we don't get paid back, that's like a donation. At least someone's eating something, food, or had something to eat, for it. And so that's where, that's where the community spirit stuff comes into it.
Fantastic.
So I've always been like that. Somebody comes into the shop, they're out of bread, milk, whatever. Can I pay you this tomorrow? Can I do this? Yeah, take it, no problem. If it comes in, yeah, great. Obviously, now I was listening to a podcast coming up. Now my grandparents' name is Santok Singh, and my grandma's name is Gyan Kaur.
Okay.
Now, and I've been thinking about this recently. and it comes in the Japji Sahib the part. I think it's Dasmi Pori, the 10th Pori.
Okay.
Suniya Sat Santok Gyan.
Yeah, Adsat.
Tirat Nal. Yeah. And I was thinking, you know, to be funnily enough, my grandma passed away 3 years ago this week. My granddad's passed away in 2017, but I've only sort of, the light bulb moment's only happened recently. I do the part every day. And then you think, what does that mean? And then you think about contentment and knowledge.
Absolutely.
And then I was listening to a podcast coming up saying that, you know, when you're content inside, then you can give.
Absolutely.
But you know when to give. And that jnana comes with practice and time and effort, you know. That's my thoughts behind it anyway. And it was just a sort of...
a bit of a light bulb moment.
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, well, yeah, 100%. You know, so just for everyone's who's listening, just for the clarity, Santok means contentness.
Contentment, yeah.
Gyan is wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
Knowledge, wisdom,
yeah.
So what we're saying is that, you know, you can work, but it's about, first you got to be content.
Yeah.
The fact that you're content, then you can appreciate that way to give and help community.
100%.
When you're not content yourself, you're always just probably being a bit arguably selfish.
Charity begins at home.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Whereas with us, charity's everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, there was another business member in Birmingham, and they've donated over £1 million since they've been in business.
Wow. Awesome.
And they said the more we give, the more business we receive.
Awesome.
So it's the energy what you're giving out.
Of course it does, yeah. You
can't give from an empty pot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It just keeps on filling. And, you know, it's the energy what you give out. And I'm a big believer of that. Yeah,
I can agree with you more. I think there's that, what do we say, Parosa?
Yes.
Hana? Faith. And that faith that we know is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's in our blood, it's in our DNA. and it's underpinned in our grandparents, our parents, and it's coming through to us. And long may that live as well.
100%.
Because that's...
But the thing is, that can only come... Now, another reason... And I've been watching some of your podcasts earlier, and I said, I don't really want to come across with cliches. But a good friend of mine, Rav, he's another retailer in Midlands. I'm quite blessed to have a network of retailers up and down the country, and we support each other.
Good.
So Rav, we've become more family.
Okay.
With everybody up and down the country. So we shared our personal stories, our personal goals, our where we need help from each other. It's like it's really good. I mean, I've leaned on it a lot recently. So Rav, coming back to Rav, and he says to me, what you're going through now are stories for your grandkids.
So true. Yeah.
You think about it, what our grandparents went through. We would never be able to do that. Yes. We're never going to experience that coming over to a foreign country and do all that again. But the ups and downs, what we're going through now, are stories for our grandkids. And we can only experience something and, foretell it. So, that's what I believe. And like you said, long may it continue. The only way it can continue is if we have stories to tell our kids.
I think it's a great point. So the biggest challenge at the moment, would you say, and it's interesting that because I suppose it happens in every industry, shop owners, you've got your own community of shop owners, and you share your stories, duksuk or
exactly.
Bad and ugly.
But the thing is, 25 years ago, it was never there.
Ah, really?
So this is what I strongly believe why the multiples took over, because there was no unity, there was no independent. Retailers never used to work together as much.
Okay.
There used to be pockets of it, yeah. But not as a collective up and down the country. There's the Association of Convenience Stores, and they go to Parliament now.
Okay.
And we can influence law sometimes.
It's good. It's needed, isn't it?
It is needed. Yeah. It is needed, especially with a lot of red tape what businesses have to deal with now. So what we're going to say, it wasn't there 20 years ago, and I used to think to myself, I wish we had something like this. And yeah, I'm really glad what we got it. Actually, there's another one where there's a retailers for retailers counselling. So there's a lot of retailers that might suffer from mental health issues, and there's an open space. I'm going to plug Natalie Lightfoot, Atul, and somebody else. I've forgotten now. Yeah, Natalie Lightfoot and Atul. They've set this up. It's really good. Retailers for retailers. Yeah, so basically it's an open space where people can talk about any issues that they're dealing with, and everybody just helps out. They jump on the call and they help each other out, really.
Good.
Yeah, I've leaned on it a few times. It's really good, really good.
I think it's much needed because it's long hours.
Long hours, and you're sometimes alone.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with shoplifters and stuff like that.
There's a dark side of it.
There is a dark side. And when the police is not helping you, because they won't come out for a crime less than £50 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If somebody's coming to your shop and they've stolen something like a bottle of wine or a case of beer, what's the value of it? Oh, £10, £15.
Not interested.
Not interested. But that £15 is your profit.
Of course.
Yeah.
10 times over. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it all adds up.
And in times of austerity, it's rife. I mean, we've been trading for nearly 50 years, so I've seen the peaks and the troughs, and I've seen when the dark side comes in, when it's times of negativity and the press is saying, "Oh, this is what's happening." You've got people coming over into the country taking jobs. That happened 10 years ago. If you remember, remember?
Yeah.
When we were at school, you've taken all our jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it calmed down, and everybody was friendly, and everybody was getting along, and then
they rocked the boat again.
And then they rocked the boat again. So
oh, my word. Yeah. So I want to focus a little bit back to the TikTok conversation.
Okay.
So we've got a traditional shop. Over the last 5 years, probably digital's become since COVID, or
I think since COVID lockdown. Because that was the only way to communicate to the customers.
So you embraced digital, you embraced using TikTok. Is it TikTok is the main channel, or do you use
TikTok to create? Instagram my Instagram following is not that high.
Okay.
But my Facebook is massive.
Okay. Go on, give me an idea of numbers.
4,000 followers on Facebook.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, so we're quite good on that. We've got another 4,000 followers on TikTok.
Brilliant.
Whereas we've got 800 followers on Instagram.
Okay. So tell me, what does that look? You think of an idea? There's
I think of it. Yeah. So I scroll a lot of TikTok. I look at what's viral, like the Labubu toys recently. We invented it's just ideas what come out. I'm using ChatGPT as well recently. So Marks and Spencer invented the strawberries and cream sandwich recently, and everybody was going viral. I think Lidl put a carrot and cream sandwich up to do, just as a joke, because Lidl and Marks and Spencer have a lot of conflict.
Sure.
And I just put on a post saying gulab jamun and cream.
Nice.
And it was a hoax. It was purely a hoax. 10 people turned up to the shop to buy it.
No way.
So I spoke to my staff, Uzi, top lad, and he goes, "Why don't you make it, Serge?" He knows I like to cook. He knows I like to breathe. And I looked on it and I thought, and I bought the sandwich, Marks and Spencer sandwich, and I deconstructed it and I would look what it was and I see if I could buy the ingredients easily and this, that, the other. And 50 sandwiches later, it's got interest on TikTok by another influencer called Big Steve Official. He's coming to a store to try it out.
Nice.
So yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So you're a believer. It works.
It 100% works. 100% works. But you've just got to have the right product, right time.
Right product, right time. So as you were talking there, you'll laugh. Wiki Wines came to my mind.
Yeah. I'm biting my tongue.
Fair enough. But isn't that just the power of social media in the world we live in today?
Yeah.
I mean, that would not be on my radar. And why has that come onto my radar? It's just because of social media.
Social media.
So, if there's a message for all the businesses that aren't leveraging social media, that you can't afford not to be on it.
But don't replicate. Replicate, don't copy. You have your own personality. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people coming across and copying each other. it won't work. People get bored.
Yeah.
Be your own thing. That's what I can say. Just be your own person.
So let's just break that down. So firstly, you can't afford not to be on social media. Would you agree with that?
100%. You cannot afford not nowadays.
If you don't go on social media, you don't move with the times, you run the risk of being like Blockbuster.
Yes.
Look where Blockbuster is now. Look where Netflix is now.
Exactly.
Chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
So, because a lot of people think that I don't need social, or I shouldn't use social. It's not going to work for my business, but it absolutely does.
It does work.
And then what you need to do is build your tribe, your community, the people that are. So for you, is it predominantly that 4,000 is probably your community that are in and around,
and business associates as well.
Okay, good.
The
other retailers.
Yeah, other retailers.
Okay, brilliant.
Other suppliers.
Okay.
We work closely with Coca-Cola, Luke Sid Centauri. I don't know if I can mention brands, but
just do it. Yeah,
Cadbury's. The work, they're looking for retailers like ourselves who are on social media to get their products on there.
Well, we'll plug it again. You know, if you're a big brand, if you're a new brand, if you're an established brand, Coke, Cadbury's, or anybody else, get in touch with Serge, and let's see what collaboration you can do.
Well, like I said, we've got Apache Indian coming to the store on Saturday and Sunday. Sorry,
yeah, that's huge.
That's massive for me because we used to listen to Apache Indian in the '90s.
Boom
Chak there. I remember when my chacha bought that tape into the shop because we lived in the shop, so that's where we used to listen to our music. Of course. And he bought that, and I thought, wow, this is massive. And then you thought it was a Pungrasta. It's a different color, different. Market, the Gori are not going to listen to it. My friends are not going to be listening to it. Next thing you know, Boom Shakalaka is in the charts, and they're listening to it. Yeah. So where they're playing Oasis at the parties and stuff, they're playing Boom Shakalaka. I could stand shoulder to shoulder with them. Absolutely. This guy's coming to my shop on Saturday and Sunday. Sorry. Yeah. I'm quite proud of that moment for myself.
Awesome. So you should be. And like I said earlier on, I'll have to hook you up with Haj.
Yeah.
And we'll have to get Punjabi MC there as well.
Yeah, of course we can. Yeah.
Because I think the world is getting smaller.
Yes.
The overlap or integration of culture, food, drink, music, and all of that is getting stronger than ever.
Yeah.
And I think it's that there's a lack of. I think you're just being naive if you're not going to celebrate diversity.
Yeah.
Just on a positive point there. If people are going to say, no, we want to stick to, I don't know, isn't an Indian or a curry the most popular takeaway or something?
It's a
cuisine of the
cuisine of country, isn't it? Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah. So, chicken tikka masala.
Chicken tikka masala.
But the thing is, we don't eat chicken tikka masala. We don't eat.
I don't know what that is.
Well, yeah, exactly. All right, we're vegetarians ourselves, but like I said, chicken tikka masala, people who eat meat at home, they don't eat chicken tikka masala.
Well, it's so funny, innit? Oh, I had a balti last night. A balti.
Oh, you had a balti, did you?
No, but what I'm saying is that's what
Yeah.
That's what our friends and colleagues
I thought you said you had a balti.
No, but when they say we went to an Indian, we had a balti.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
What's a korma? You know.
And when people used to say, I've had curry.
Yeah, I know. I've had a curry.
Yeah,
curry. Yeah.
I've had curry. And I'm thinking, my curry is different to your curry. I
know. I think they're all made up names.
Yeah. I think we had a friend once come around, and Mum had made Punjabi curry, the yellow one.
Yeah, of course.
At lunchtime, and he goes, "Oh, can I have a curry?" He says, "Do you want some curry?" And he says, so he ate it. He says, "Is this what curry is?" I said, "Yeah, this is curry. The other stuff's sabji."
I love it. Yeah, there's another funny story, but I'll tell you about that another time. I was going to Huddersfield. I'll tell you now. I was going to Huddersfield, and I was going to my niece's. She was studying there, and I was going to go see my niece where she was staying.
Yeah.
She was giving me some landmarks, and she goes, "Turn right at the Currys," and I'm down that road. So I'm there looking for some Indian shop. There's a massive Currys,
the electrical wholesaler.
Yeah. And anyway, I suppose you have to be there. It was
I get you. Been there, done that.
Yeah. So coming back to, we bumped into each other a few weeks back. You were saying, you want support with regards to social media, that kind of thing. Tell me more about that. What's bogging you down? What's stopping you to really amplify? What's the goal?
Sometimes it's getting the ideas across and getting this, all right, making the videos and stuff really good, no problem. But how can you replicate that in the till?
Okay.
How can you get the sales into your till? Sometimes I struggle with that.
All right. So, from our experience, what we've seen in a retail environment or a live event where there's an experiential event, physical bricks and mortar, what social does, it gets footfall in. That's the purpose of footfall.
Yeah.
Once it's there,
yeah,
then it's for the business owner, or in your case, for you then to get them over the line.
Yeah.
So have you done? I assume you've done promotions, you've done competitions, you've done, you know, the first 100 people here are going to get a special deal.
Yeah.
And you've done all of them.
We've done all those.
And you just rinse and repeat.
Yeah, rinse and repeat. We've done penny deals. But the thing is, I don't want to be giving. So my delivery service, when we launched it, we did a lot of penny deals. We did really well. But I don't want to come across as if that the service is just a way to get cheap stock delivered to your door.
It's a great point. I was talking to a sales coach that I do a lot of work with.
Okay.
And this morning we were talking about modeling on a price point on a particular piece of work we're working on. It's for another client of ours. You never want to discount.
No.
You never want to devalue the product. So I understand why you might do the penny deals initially.
Yeah,
but we need to rework that deal.
Yeah.
Because the goal of the social media is to get them there. Then once they're there, we want them to buy more.
Yeah.
Not otherwise. You're not making money. You're losing money.
Exactly. So I had an amateur video maker come to a shop. Nice. He was doing a music video for one of the customers who was a rapper, and he used the shop. So I used him to make an advert for Snappy Shopper, the delivery service, what we do. Okay. And it hasn't worked. I mean, people have liked the video, they've shared the video, it's this, that, the other, but I haven't seen customers from that video. I can't see any traction from it yet.
Okay, so I'd love to see the video.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Send it over. Let's break it down and understand why it hasn't worked. For us, when people talk to us about when we have that conversation, have you used video, or you know, let's have a look at the campaign, or some people will say, I've already got video. Yeah. I'm already using video, and I go to the site or I look at the socials and they've got it. It doesn't matter if it's good, bad, or ugly. Yeah. Because if I say we can do better, it's like I'm clutching at straws, or I'm just saying it for the sake of saying it. And that's not what I want. I want to be helpful. Yeah. So I always, the question I always ask, and you kind of giving me the answer up front, is it generating results? Yeah. Because it doesn't matter if it's glossy. It needs to be functional.
It needs to be functional. That's my point. Functional first. And sometimes you think, I'm not getting the sales, so why am I making the videos? Yeah. And it demotivates and you concentrate on other stuff. So yeah, that's my issues at the moment.
So the framework that we always start with is, what's the goal? You know, let's fast forward. For our businesses, the clients that we work with is corporates. They tend to be B2B, but now we're starting to do a lot of B2C. Okay. What is the goal? Now, if the goal is in 12 months' time, we want to have our digital footprint should be creating more awareness, but disqualifying the wrong people, qualifying the right people, and bringing them to the door. And then from the door, we can take over that point, or whatever that is. Yeah. Because a dentist is in many ways similar to where you are. It's the same concept. Yeah. Yeah. They've got a physical traditional business, bricks and mortar, but now they're using digital to reach out to people. There's a lot of people that they've made aesthetics and that dental treatment a desirable thing. Yeah. And because it's become desirable, more people want it. The price point has become more affordable. Yeah. And now dentists are making loads of money, and God bless them. Yeah. You know, fair play to them. About, you know, not saying come to us, but going to where they are. Because I always talk about reducing the friction. Go to where they are. They're on TikTok, Instagram, wherever. Yeah. Talk about what you do and how you can help them and get them into your world. Get irresistible offer or some kind of deal which is attractive to get them into your world. And then at that point, for a dentist, it's quite often fill a form or something like that. And then the receptionist or someone from the dentist will phone them. Or in some cases with our clients, we do all of that heavy lifting for them as well. So we'll do all the content creation, we'll do the campaign, we'll do the digital landing pages and all of that. And then we'll also have guys that will actually pick up the phone and follow up to qualify, disqualify them. And then literally sales qualified leads, or even the done deal, just go straight to the business. Okay. And the difference is your price point of your products is your variation of price product is from penny sweets to I don't know, whatever the
premium vodka,
vodka.
yeah.
Whereas a dental treatment will be, you know, a couple £100 at the least to 15, 30,000 pounds on the top end. So I suppose the key thing is, what is it? What can we sell them? Can we sell them something that they will buy again and again?
And again, yeah.
Because that's where I think that recurring revenue is valuable. So back in the day, and excuse my lack of knowledge on where the shop industry is, but back in the day, a paper round, well, once you sign up for papers, you don't just get a paper every week. You get it for the whole 6 months or year.
Yeah.
And you just pay.
Yeah.
So what other products or services can you get in your geo-targeting area, where whether you're delivering, whether they're collecting, that's the detail.
Yeah.
What can you get that they know, they're going to come again and again and again. Guys, if you sign up to this, you're getting more value. You've got guaranteed revenue month on, month out.
Bread and milk,
Absolutely. Whether that's an email list, whether that's a special app that you develop. Email list is probably easy friction, or WhatsApp groups.
Yeah.
Get them to a WhatsApp group. They're a VIP member now of your store.
Oh.
You know that, well, you come in 20 quid this week, you paid 30 quid last week, next week they'll probably spend another 25 quid. Why don't you just sign up on a £75 monthly thingy, and we'll just do you a bit of a package. You know that for the next year you've got, what's that, my maths is 950 odd quid.
Yeah.
And times that by, because there's and this is not just looking at the money, it's about making it convenient for the customer.
Yeah.
A lot of elders now, if you can do a delivery service, and they know, they trust you already.
I think that there is a concept there. Flash, there's another delivery service there who compete with Snappy, so we can't, we can't mention this. Okay. So they do
But healthy competition is good. But anyway.
Yeah. Snappy will take the service away from me.
All right, okay, all right. Let's not go there.
Yeah. So yeah, they've got something like that, and it's like a loyalty club, like the club card. So yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
What it needs is a couple of hours or half a day where we sit down and we thrash out that, all right, like that loyalty scheme, the more you spend with us, the more points you get. The more points you get, then you get some freebies.
Freebies at the end of the Christmas,
So you're not giving them a discount, but you're giving them added value.
Yeah.
And that's probably the model you want. And, you know, look, just look at the big boys like Tesco's.
Yeah.
Why do they have a club card? Because they know, well,
data sells.
That curry sauce ain't going to work in Seacroft, but it'll work in Hare Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, that curry sauce, obviously Indian community there, so they can see the trends in different areas.
Yeah.
So if you've got some data backing up the trends, and obviously you got gut feeling because you've been running the shop for 50 years.
Yeah. That's where the ground comes in.
Exactly. Absolutely. So with regards to the social side, a thought comes, you know, let's look at your video, let's break it down. But the thing is, what's the goal? What are we going to actually...
I need more people to come back on my Snappy onto the service, to get deliveries out there, because deliveries is the future.
Yeah.
More and more people are...
They want that convenience.
They like convenience.
Convenience, absolutely.
And they'll pay for that convenience.
They'll pay for it, absolutely.
But the thing is, they want to come to us because we get the viral products in. We get the freeze-dried sweets in, we've got the labubus in, we've got the strawberry and cream sandwich. We get it in. Why do they want to buy from us? Because we've got it in. And they don't need to look for it like everybody else is looking, going to shops and getting disappointed because it's not on the shelves. So yeah, that's our USP. So
let's have a look at that. And what I would say for yourself is fail fast. So what I mean about that is evident that campaign or that video is not working.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting any traction. Before investing a lot of money in him again or another guy again, or anyone like us, get your phone out, redo it yourself, do it fast, dirty, and just recreate that, edit it together. If you want any help, throw it to me. I'll help you put it together.
Okay, thank you.
At little to no cost, and that's what I mean by fail fast. Like, go back this afternoon, do it tonight, do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Send it. Let's go through the process again, fixing the problems that first version had, create a new version, get it back out again, get it back to the market, see if we get traction.
Okay.
If you get a bit of traction, you think, I've got it. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the quality of the video. It's not what camera we used or how it was edited. It's the message in the narrative.
99% of my videos are done on my iPhone.
There you go.
I don't have a special camera.
Yeah. And it's about the narrative, it's about the personality, it's about the energy that you've brought into that piece that has made it successful. Yeah. So you'll be a perfect advocate of saying, why am I going to spend £1,000 or £10,000 or even £500 if that's rich, when I can do it on my phone, I can do it myself. And I did this last week, and I've done this video, and I can do it on CapCut. So my point there is, when I mean fail fast, go back, get the learning points from that video, and I'll sit down with you. Let's understand the learning points. Do another video. Let's get it out again, because the feedback loop, a fast feedback loop, is really important.
Yeah.
Get it back out into the market where we're going to get traction. And if it's going to fail, let's fail fast.
Yeah.
So we know we got to do it again. All right, that didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. Because every time we're going to get closer and closer to it working, till we get to the point that, all right, we've struck gold.
Yeah.
Then at that point, you can decide: do we just carry on running with that, or do we split test? All right, let's get that other guy in, or us, anybody else.
Yeah.
Make it a bit more polished now.
Yeah.
And then, do people like that organic iPhone style video? Because there is a argument for that.
I think people like that because it's more natural and they can relate to it.
Yeah.
Especially
There's an argument there.
Especially my customers.
Yeah. And we've seen in campaigns over the years that sometimes the polished article is too polished.
Too polished, yeah.
And they think, wow, that looks nice. That's a bit too rich for me.
Yeah. That's probably what it is, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas when you go to a dentist, you're going to spend hundreds, if not thousands. You kind of expect that.
Yeah.
But my point is, fail fast, rinse and repeat, have a quick feedback loop, go again.
Yeah.
When you hit when you strike gold, then even consider doing a polished version, but it's got to be directly related to your ROI. Meaning, all right, if we get people onto Snappy, what do you need? What's the goal? 10, 50, 100, 100 a month. Once you get to 100, what does that mean? And what's the goal at the end of the year? Could you get 100 every month? And is the goal to get to 1,000? Because quite often with these kind of things, sometimes the numbers are low, but it's the quantity that actually, once stacked up, that generate a decent revenue.
That's it. That's what it is. I mean, when we were doing well with Snappy, we were 25% turnover.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's considerable.
Yeah.
So why is it tailed off?
Like I said to you, I think people expected cheap stock all the time. So we
in your content, do you ever do surveys?
No.
Where you're asking the audience, do you want this or this?
I do use the
cola or Coke.
I use polls.
I would always say Coke.
Yeah. Okay. I use polls. Yeah.
Yeah. So you do polls.
Yeah. But not many people. No.
Okay. So,
because the polls, I think, is at the bottom of the caption, so they don't read the caption, do they? It probably does.
So maybe we need to incentivize them, because if you had the data to validate, do I want cola or do I want Coke?
Yeah.
If you want cola, it's cheaper, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I want Coke, it's quality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So having that information would be priceless.
Yes.
But they're not engaging with that. So we need to, once again, break that down to say, well, is the content too distracting for them not to get to the poll? Do we need to simplify the content, or do we need to make that message more explicit, saying, look, out of 100 people that fill this poll, we're going to collect that data because you're going to like and share this.
Yeah.
But we're going to give you a free case of Coke. But you get 100 people to go through the thing first.
We do stuff like that, yeah.
Because then you can validate which way you want to go with regards to the promotion.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because it's always about, the value is always in your audience, is in your market, in your prospects, but it's about asking the right questions.
Yeah, cool.
We should dig deeper and explore that to see, what elements, which campaign is going to be something where it has longevity, that we know month in, month out, that is going to be valuable to us.
Yeah.
Because then your buying trends are going to change. If you know deep down that everyone wants cola, well, you're going to start stacking up
cola, aren't you?
Naturally.
Yeah.
Super hot. Let's get 50 crates of cola. Let's only get 25 of the Coke, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And likewise of your other products. All right. Swiftly moving on. We did a deep dive there. Rewind 20 years. If you had 20 years ago, what would you do? What would you do differently that you know now? What would you jump onto? What would you change? What would I
jump onto 20 years ago?
Yeah.
What would I jump onto 20 years ago? Not turning up with a good order to get married, actually.
You're going to get struck down by lightning.
20 years ago, what would I have done? Probably, if I knew then what I I'd have kept everything the same, to be fair. I'd still do what I'm doing now. It's a hard question, is that? I've often thought about it.
Yeah.
I've often thought about it. Would I work for somebody else? If that's a question somebody's asking me? I've tried it. I don't like it.
Want to do it? No.
I've done it.
You tried it.
I've done it. I've worked for Sainsbury's. I've worked for Cost Cutter. It's not me. I like the hustle. I like to go and get something cheap and pile it high and sell it cheap, or get something in what nobody else has got on, bang it on TikTok. I just love all that. I like the hype. What would I have done?
Right, let me ask you a bit deeper, dig a bit deeper then.
Okay.
So knowing what you know, say 20 years ago, would you have embraced digital earlier?
Yes, 100%.
You know what I mean? What are the learning?
I should have done the delivery service in lockdown when everybody needed it.
Yeah.
Had I jumped on it then, I know some retailers, Sandeep Bains, he's jumped on it in lockdown.
Yeah.
He is smashing it in Faversham, in Kent. Absolutely fab. One of the best Snappy Shopper retailers delivered. But he jumped on it in lockdown.
Okay.
And he had a car delivery service then.
Yeah.
And people got used to his service, and they get used to getting the phone out, ordering from him, and the delivery's there. And that's when I should have jumped on it 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I did have the option. I did have the opportunity as well. I've still got the email, and I still see the email in 2020, dated at 2020. Why not do it then? But I've done it eventually. Don't get me wrong. What else would I have done? Expand the shop. 25 years ago is when I bought my local competition out.
Okay.
Biggest achievement. One of the biggest achievements I've done. So the story with that shop is, so we've got the shop at the top of the road, and there's a competition there. Even at my granddad's time, there was a competition there. And I used to walk past that shop on the way to school, and I used to say to myself, I want to buy this shop one day. I want to buy this shop one day. And it was kind of like envious, jealousy that, why is this shop here? It's a hindrance. Because you used to hear the grandparents, he's got the shop down there, he's cheaper there. Customers used to come in and they used to walk out because it's cheaper down the road. And, used to have that. So 2005, a lot of things happened. I got married, and that shop came up for sale. And I did the negotiation for that deal. We bought the shop.
The marriage deal or the shop deal?
Both. Both. The marriage was non-negotiable, wasn't it? She's probably going to watch this and get the jutty out. So I did the deal for that, and I was only 23.
Very good.
And I thought, I'm 10 men, King Kong, I wish I never had that attitude then. I'd have learned a lot, and I wouldn't have made. But then again, if I didn't make the mistakes, I won't be where I am now.
It's true.
So yeah, the plan was with that was I executed everything. So we closed the business down, transferred all the business to the top shop, and with that empty unit, I put a pizza shop in it because I love pizza.
Nice.
Called it Sergio's.
No way.
Yeah, I did really well with it, but it wasn't our game.
Okay.
The idea was back then was to deliver both together. So pizza was naturally takeaway. It was delivery anyway. And I was going to link the shop up so the driver would come to the shop, pick the beer up, and deliver the beer as well. And that was where home delivery was supposed to kick off. That was 25 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. But it wasn't our game. It was like I was burning the candle at two ends, so get working up early in the morning, and close from there. So I sold that business on. So in 2011, we opened another store. The second store I opened, again, Midas touch. I thought I had the Midas touch. Went in there, empty shell. Turnkey operation. When I turned the key, money was coming in because of the name. We won awards with that shop. We became top 100 retailer in the UK.
Awesome.
2 or 3 years running. I was too naive with the staff, though. My staff took advantage.
People problems.
People problems. So yeah, so my eldest child was born in 2015, Kangana. But that's when we started losing money there because people problems. People, viewers can read into it what happened. Yeah, quite a difficult time. 2016 ended up closing that shop down, giving the keys back to our landlord. Ended up in a massive court case against the landlord.
Wow.
Lost money.
Okay.
Lost money. 6 figures. Yeah, 5 figures. Yeah. Wow. I thought it was over. Darkest time of my life so far. Darkest time of my life so far. Then came lockdown, and I sort of found my mojo again. Waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, being the go-to store for the retailers, using social media to tell people that we've got this, we've got your flour in, we've got your pasta in, we've got your toilet roll in, and then we just grew from there. And grew again from there. And this is where we are now. So yeah, would I change anything? No, because I would have known what I know now.
Fair point.
You've got to fail.
You've got
to fail to be where you are. Everyone's got a rock bottom. That's what Prince says. Everyone's got a rock bottom. Yeah.
I knew you'd weave that in somewhere. Have to. So last question. New people breaking out of school, university, starting a career or a business, thinking about it. What advice would you give them?
I've actually written this down. Can I get my phone out and have a look?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
I knew you were going to ask me this. One second. Sorry, I'm not going to hold you too much.
No, it's fine. You've got all of 30 seconds.
Okay. Keep going. Whatever's in your go with your gut instinct. Always go with your gut instinct. And if you feel as if that, it's not working out, I'm not getting to my goal, it's in God's timing. My belief is it's in God's timing.
Not meant to be.
No, it's meant to be.
Oh.
It's always going to be. Whatever's in your gut instinct. If you believe if you believe in yourself,
it'll happen.
It will happen.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen that meme where there's diamonds at one end and there's two men up on top.
Oh yeah.
Digging. And one gives a pathway.
Of course. Yeah.
That's the drive. What keeps me going, because I know what I'm going to achieve at the end of the day. Yeah, sometimes you're going to have a rocky moment and you think, but
it's part of the journey.
It's part of the journey.
Yeah.
It's part of the journey. And these are stories for your grandkids. I always love that stuff. These are stories for your grandkids.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so biggest takeaway for new people, young people, just keep going.
Keep going. You can't create something with half done. It needs to be you're creating your legacy, and the legacy you just got to keep going. You can't be half cooked legacy. One of the things what I admire, and I'm coming back to my granddad now, when he passed away, it was a massive turnout at the funeral, and all the stories were coming back about his altruism. But none of the family, some of the stories the family didn't even know. Yeah. That's real wealth. That's real legacy. And again, with just that, and how many people turned up?
Of course,
that's real wealth. That's real wealth.
Yeah, I was gonna interrupt, but I don't want to spoil the flow. That when we say wealth, not necessarily monetary wealth.
No.
Yeah, wealth.
Yeah, legacy.
Absolutely.
Legacy. What people remember you. People are not going to remember that I'm wearing design a shirt or, you know, or wearing an Apple Watch. They're not bothered. It's what you've done for your, you know, to create, you know, for your legacy, for your industry, what you've done for your community, how have you helped other people.
How have you helped other people? Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a cruel world out there, and what I believe is that we need one another to help each other, you know, to get through it, to get through life.
I absolutely believe in that as well. We can't do anything by ourselves. If we think we can,
no,
it's a joke. Yeah. You're living in a bit of a bubble.
Yeah.
So community is absolutely needed. It's part of our DNA, isn't it? Sangat.
Yes.
That's community.
100%.
So
I mean, yeah, it's in Sikhi as well. But there's a saying that the 5 people who you hang around with, if you become them.
Absolutely.
If you hang around with 5 dropouts, you're going to be dropouts. If you hang around with 5 millionaires, one day you will be there.
Yeah, it rubs off you.
Yeah, it rubs off you,
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully you'll come again, but when you celebrate the 50th, I want you to come back, or at least WhatsApp me saying hashtag, well, forget 50th, you'll do that anyway.
Yeah.
On Saturday, I want you to WhatsApp me hashtag Apache Indian. Yeah, and so you can big us up, and I want to see that celebration online. Yeah. But definitely for the 50th, as we ramp up, I want to see some more of the social content from what we discussed that earlier on. Yeah. I want to see a marked difference, and I'll support you. I'll help you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Between now and then, I want us to go like that.
We will.
Are we going to do it?
Yes, we are.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
How was that?
You tell me.
It was great. We didn't even get to half the things that we were talking upstairs about.
We didn't, did we?
You know, the bag, the star, the Sikhi stuff.
Yeah.
But you'll have to come again.
We'll do it again.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind at all.
Yeah,
I don't mind as long as you don't mind.
No, it's cool. So what we're doing is, with the business community, because obviously it's the business community that are going to watch this, see the snippets. It helps you get into our world. It helps us get into your world. Yeah. It just creates more reach. Yeah, there's an investment for us because now we've got to do all the heavy lifting upstairs.
Yeah. And obviously it's an hour out of your time as well.
It's an hour out of my time, but we can either put ads on social media and pay that way, or we can have rich conversations like this.
I like this. I like that. Yeah.
Like this. And I think the way I say it, with corporates, I mean, you're slightly different because you're not in our ideal target market, but over the last 6 months, we've spoken on a couple of occasions around social media. Yeah. So I just thought it'd be worth, let's just have that conversation. Yeah. So I think there's an opportunity for other people that would listen, that hopefully would take some benefit out of the TikTok conversation we had about how to use, not only how to use social, but also to rethink about their product or service. How can they make it a bit more attractive? Yeah.
Just create something.
Yeah.
Just create something and something will happen.
Something will happen. Yeah. Yes, so true.
Yeah.